Hello, and here I am again, but this time not talking worst to best, but just talking about his movies, and that's Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's been in my life since I can remember. He's been in some of the best films and cult classics that I've ever seen. So I'm going to talk about, in no particular order, some of my favourite roles with Kurt Russell. So, Overboard. This film is a joy to watch. Kurt Russell is so likeable. The plan that he hatches up to get Goldie Hawn's character to stay with him is terrible. However, she was a bitch, and she kinda deserved it. But he takes it too far. But it's heartwarming, and you grow to love the children just like Goldie Hawn does. And the story is silly, but wonderful and heartwarming, and the performances are great. So this one is up there for me. Next, Big Trouble in Little China. When he plays Jack Burton, he's so cocky. Like, this film is a gem. It could have had sequels. Did it need them? No. Like, it's a standalone 80s cult classic with magic and kung fu and karate and girls with green eyes and Jack Burton's one-liners, and it's just an absolute goldmine for quotes. The soundtrack's amazing. The grittiness of the film is amazing. The cast is amazing. Some of the special effects are amazing. Some are silly, but it doesn't really matter. And growing up with this, like, even looking back on it now, I love it. So yeah, Kurt Russell did well with this one. Now, Vanilla Sky. Vanilla Sky is a brilliant remake of a film I've not seen. So this is the only version I've seen. And I think Kurt Russell does a phenomenal job as the Doctor. You really get a sense that he cares about Tom Cruise's character. That he wants to get to the bottom of why Tom Cruise is in the prison cell. And the way he plays him is so fatherly that you just want more of him. It's like he's a protector for him. And Kurt does it so well. So this is up there as well to be talked about. I wish he was in it a little bit more, but what we do get of him, it's just pure gold. Okay, now, which one will I talk about? Stargate. Stargate was great. It was welcomed. It was an adventure. I remember it coming out and loving the special effects, loving to see Kurt Russell again. Somebody who I loved was still up there in the cinemas. So yeah, Stargate, great. He doesn't talk that much in it. A bit like the film Soldier. Soldier is a very cheap but likeable film. It feels like almost straight to DVD. I think it probably was. There's just something about it that makes it not cinema worthy, but Kurt Russell turns up, does his job. He's believable as the soldier. He's likeable as the soldier, and the story's likeable. It's just from start to finish. If you accept it for what it is, like a cheaper version of some sort of Mad Max dystopian world, it's good. So yeah, I like talking about that one. It doesn't get enough love. Now, I'm going to talk about one which could be good, but I don't really like it that much. But I kind of do it. It's Tango and Cash. Tango and Cash, like, I love the buddy cop sort of vibe that you get from it. However, this one feels like some sort of sketch, making fun of Stallone's characters, Rambo and things like that. And some of the storylines are a little bit silly and hard to believe, like where he dresses up as a woman. And I also hate the soundtrack and Jack Palance's character, where he's obsessed with using the rats and the rat trap or the mouse traps or whatever it is. And the music, This silly music that whoever did the score for this film should be ashamed of themselves, because it damages it. It makes it very silly. You've got stuff like Lethal Weapon coming out, and then you've got this, which is silly. But I kind of like it for some elements of it. I love the prison part. I love all that. Could they have made sequels? Yeah. With a better director. So yeah, I'm on the fence with it, but it's not wonderful. Now, what can I talk about next? Escape from New York. Now, the last time I watched this, I didn't like it as much as I used to. It's dated a little bit. Kurt Russell is great. The look that he's got with the patch over his eye is so memorable and distinct and of its time and iconic. And you could have this on posters, you could re-release this character. Like, there's so much potential with Snake Plissken. It's great. The sequel's not great, but I'll still watch it. It has rewatchability for how bad it is in some parts. Now I want to talk about the next one. This is a role that I really, really loved him in, and that was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Like, again, he's that father figure, a bit like he was in Vanilla Sky, although this time he turns sinister and he ends up being the bad guy. And you just really want to like him. Like, he's so likeable. He's got, you know, he's a god at the end of the day, and he's searching for something, but his ego, which is his name, overrides everything, and the cost is he doesn't care about anyone but himself. And I think that Kurt Russell, and I think that Kurt Russell does a great job portraying the nice guy and the bad guy. Okay, another Kurt Russell movie that I really like to rewatch is Poseidon. I love the original of this. I think it's better than this one, but I do love to see a disaster film like this, especially like on a Sunday afternoon. Like, you know, you could fall asleep to it and it doesn't really matter. But does he do a good job in this? Yeah, I think he does. I watched The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes recently. I didn't really enjoy that, so I'm not going to talk about it, but I watched it. Now, Kurt Russell, Sky High. Sky High, even though it's ridiculous and silly, which it's meant for kids, there's something about Kurt Russell in this film. The way he plays the silly dad superhero, it's a fun performance. It's showing the versatility of Kurt, and yeah, it's just more gold to see him on screen. I've never seen The Thing, not all the way through. I've seen bits of it, so I can't comment on it. Like, for someone like me who likes films, I don't know what it is about this one, but I've just never thought, yeah, I'm gonna go and watch that, or I've fallen asleep, so I can't talk about that one. What else do we have? Executive Decision. I can rewatch it. It's again another disaster on board a plane, heist, terrorists, whatever. It's not bad. It's not bad. I didn't mind it. The Barefoot Executive. Didn't really like this one. This is where the monkey's picking what. It's predicting what is going to be popular on the TV network, and he becomes an executive using the monkey. It's silly. Like, it's creative, it's original. I just don't see where they were going with this with children. I don't see why children would like this. The plot, like, children don't know what TV ratings are or care about them. So yeah, it was weird, that one. The Hateful Eight, seen half of it, fall asleep every time, so I can't comment. But what I did see was good. 3,000 Miles to Graceland. This one is underrated. It's just great. Like, Kevin Costner's good in it. Courtney Cox is good in it. Kurt Russell's great in it. And it's all about this convention and this heist in this casino or bank, I can't remember, but it's a casino, I think, maybe. And they're all dressed as Elvis to try and rob this place. And it's just great. It's a great road movie. You always feel like you're on the move, which I love those sort of films. Something in the vein of like Wild at Heart, you know, that sort of U-turn, you know, that sort of vibe. So yeah, it's fun. Breakdown. This one's great. His wife goes missing. He's angry. He wants revenge. And he gets it. And it's great. Loved Breakdown. Didn't see that until recently. Tombstone. Tombstone. What a wonderful film. I love a good western. The older I get, the more I appreciate them. There is something calming about watching a western, even when there's lots of gunshots. So seeing Kurt Russell playing, I think does he play Wyatt Earp? Yeah. It just, the supporting cast is great as well. He was made for films like this. Christmas Chronicles. This was a great Christmas film. He played Santa beautifully. It makes me want to rewatch it. For it being a Netflix production, I think it's got longevity. I think that in years to come, when we're all dead and gone, that this film will get rewatched on every platform. Because it's a great little film. I've not seen the sequel to it. I hear it's not as good. That's all I know about it. But yeah, The Christmas Chronicles, great little film.